up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here, right here at Marty Music, my brand new guitar lesson project. I really appreciate you subscribing to this new YouTube channel of mine. You can even go to martymusic.com, check out all that other stuff, you know. Anyway, a lot of requests for this classic Foo Fighters song, The Pretender, and it's got some really cool guitar techniques. Obviously, there's 3 guitarists in the Foo Fighters, so I'm going to kind of give you all the juiciest stuff, and hopefully you enjoy it. So we'll zoom in and break it all down. Once again, thanks for supporting Marty Music. Right here. That's me, Marty. Anyway, let's zoom in and break this one down. Here we go. All right, so this lesson is an A minor kind of song. So it revolves around lots of A stuff. And it starts with this kind of unusual A minor chord. And we're going to play it like this. Ring finger on the 10th of the D. Middle finger on the 9th of the G. Pinky on the 10th of the B. And then index has to pull back onto the 7th of the high E. You could call that A minor 9. So with that shape, we're going to kind of move around that shape. First thing we do is we hit the open A string, and then we pick through the strings until we get back to the D string. So we start on the A. Now we're going to do a move where we hit the A, open A string. Then the index that was back there is going to go over to the 7th fret of the low E string. So check it out. Put that together, we get this. And that little shape hasn't moved. That stays the same. So we go... So open A, 7th fret E, then we're going to do a little where we strum the top 3 strings. But the strongest note in there is that G string. So when you put that together, it sounds like this. That move. So then we move that index finger, so the index finger now moves up a half step to the 8th fret, then followed by that open strum again. So put all that together. Then it's the open A followed by the up strum. Then the index goes to the 9th fret of the A string. And then this is where there might be 2 guitars going on, but we're going to hit that, and then we'll hit it again to have a nice even pattern. So it's the 9th on the A, and then we hit it again, and then pick through the strings up to the B string. So and you want them all to still be ringing out, and then once we get to that B string, we go back to the A string, which should hopefully still be ringing out, and we're going to bend it a half step upward. So if we bend it backward, it'll mute the strings that are ringing out, so we got to bend it upward. Normally on the lower strings I bend this way, but we got to do it this way to keep the strings ringing out. See that? So that index on the 9 goes down to the 8th on the A. You do that, and then we're going to pick across all the way. So D, G, B, open, high, E, and back, B, G, D. So... And that is the beautiful opening there. Then there's one guitar part. There's as many as 4 or 5 guitars going on with a lot of Foo Fighters songs, which makes it a little more challenging to teach. But there's one part that's pretty much going almost through the whole thing, and it sounds like this. And so I'm using my ring finger on the 5th of the B, and I'm strumming the B and the high E, and I go 2 times like that. Then the 2nd fret of the high E with my index. 1 time and open. So the right hand's going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Then the 3rd fret. Then the 5th fret with the pinky on the high E. Open. And then the 2nd time, it's the exact same thing, but when you get to the 5th fret, you don't go bum bum, you just go bum. So it goes da da dee da dee da dee da 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 dee da dee da dee. Then you have the distorted guitar kicks in, and you could play an A power chord, like I was kind of doing in the intro, which is the open A, 2nd fret, D, 2nd fret, G, but it's an A minor chord. So we go, the rhythm goes da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da, da-da-da-da. And so you have A minor. Then you have a D chord, but with the thumb over the 2nd fret of the low E, so it's D over F sharp. Then you have an F power chord, but you get the open G string in there. So 1, 3, 3, and open G. Gives it a cool suspended sound. So then over that, you have A minor, ba-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da, ba-da-da-da, then the D over F sharp, then then the F suspended, or let's see, what do we call that? Yeah, it's an F sus2. Okay, so that is going to give you the next part. And then not only that, those are the same chords as the chorus. So So the bum, 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 which is exactly the same as we were doing here. So it's another guitar doing that, and you could play it which would be 5, 7, 8, 5, 2, 1. That's going on under A minor, rocking out. Da, 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 da. So there's another part that's going along with that. You know, when it goes chuk, 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 and it's still the verse. A power chord, a little bit of palm muting, all down strums. So, you know, there's just another chunky rock, you know, eighth note kind of thing going on underneath that as well. Then you've got the... All right, so there's this cool interlude that happens, and they're octaves. So you'd hit the 5th fret A, 7th fret G, and you're going da na 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 na, and then that goes into the chorus of the chords we already knew. But we're muting everything but the A and the G string. So it's 5, 7, 9, 10. Ring fingers up a whole step on the G string from there. That's another guitar doing that. Then there's just this little interlude A part that goes, which is kind of funny if you play it by without all the other parts. It sounds like a blues thing, but it's an A power chord. Then your ring finger goes up to the 4th of the D, then open, and then pinky onto the 5th of the D. So that's one other guitar part that's going on. And that's going to get you all the way through it, so let me just play this part at the end here again. There was the lesson. I really enjoy you hanging out with me, and hopefully you enjoyed the lesson as well. Please subscribe to this channel. If you want to request another Foo Fighters song, or any song for that matter, go ahead and like this video and leave it in the comments below, and I'll check it out. I've been reading everything, and your support has been so appreciated. It inspires me to keep going here. And so I can't wait to do it again in another video. And hopefully I see you right there. Take care. See you later.